Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Big news in the sports world today. March 3rd, 2020. Spike Lee, who's been attending Knicks games for 28 years straight, announces he will no longer return. And the fallout is from the Knicks home game the day prior, March 2nd, where he was not allowed to enter the arena through the employee entrance on 33rd Street, as he has been able to do for all 28 years he's attended games at Madison Square Garden. Now, think about it. The big fallouts over 33rd Street. He's going on First Take on ESPN on March 3rd, 3-3 to complain about this. As you might know, New York in Gematria is 33. Masonry, secrecy, order, they're all 33. And again, he couldn't get in his entrance on 33rd Street. Prior to yesterday, there was no problem for 28 years. Understand, this is a Masonic ritual, and it looks like it's synced up with the Boule. And I was doing a little bit of reading, and it appears Spike Lee is a member of the Boule, which is a Masonic fraternity for black men, many of which are in entertainment and showbiz like Spike Lee. Now, with regards to 28 years, the word Mason is 28. And notice Spike Lee is 62 years old right now. The game against the Rockets where this happened on March 2nd, that was the 62nd day of 2020. 2020 is a leap year, so March 2nd, the 62nd day of the year for the 62-year-old Spike Lee. If you are new here, there's 4 base ciphers. So let's just take a moment, then I'm going to show you how this is perfectly synced with the Boule's birthday. But the 4 ciphers: the alphabetic order with the rules numerology. He went on First Take on March 3rd, 17 days before his upcoming birthday. With the reverse alphabetic order, Mason is 73, and with the reverse alphabetic order and rules numerology, Mason's 28. So 3 of the 4 values of Mason factor into this ritual. 28 years a fan, 62 years old, the fallout on the 62nd day of the year, and then he goes on TV about it 17 days before his birthday. Okay. Now, with regards to the Boule, their establishment date's May 15th. That date can be written 15/5, like 155. This was the 155th game between the Rockets and the Knicks. But from the establishment date to the incident was the 293rd day of the Boule's age. That is the 62nd prime number on the 62nd day of the year with 62-year-old Spike Lee. Again, it's all ritual. Masonry controls the world of entertainment. We've talked about many of Spike Lee rituals over the years by the numbers. Here's the latest. And if you've learned from me on Patreon, you could have cashed in big on this game because I always talk about Knicks upsets and the number 39. New York in the most pure cipher is 39. This is the most pure cipher, the alphabetic order with the rules numerology. MSG, Madison Square Garden, with the alphabetic order's 39. Empire's 39. New York and 39, period, are very consistent sports riddles. And I'd say when the Knicks game has a 39 on the board that can hit, like keeping the Rockets at 39 wins, I'd say those riddles come through about 8 out of 10 times. So if you bet on 8 Knicks games throughout the season where 39 riddles come up, and you win 8 out of those 10 bets, you've done very well because all of those bets pay more than even money because the Knicks are always big dogs. So again, you learn Gematria, you learn very consistent patterns if you're selective on the games you bet on and you're patient and you wait for things to come up like a Knicks riddle with 39, you're golden. Every single New York Super Bowl ever won by the Jets, 4 by the Giants, they all come back to the number 39. Huge number in New York history. And by the way, since Spike Lee just went on First Take, recall, First Take, I used to have a video where I captured the screen that was deleted on the old channel, but First Take began a countdown of 39 days. They didn't start it at 40 days. They started it at 39 days until they moved to New York City, and they started it on July 26th, which is New York's birthday, and they moved to New York on September 3rd. First Take went to New York on September 3rd, a date that can be written 3/9 like 39. And they started that countdown right on their own screen. 39 days till we moved to New York. And for years we've been educated about 39 way before this happened in the summer of 2018. And I'll just remind people, July 26th, again, that's New York's birthday. That's also George Clinton's birthday. Not the funk musician, but the original governor of New York, born July 26, 1739. New York was established July 26, 1788, a date with 39 numerology. New York's 39 is the Empire State, Empire 39, NY 39, NYC 39. Again, that's why you got to know the ciphers, forwards and backwards, to see the totality of the ritual. When I first began this research, this is what I knew, because I knew the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology and the alphabetic order. So I just already saw how many 39s there were with New York. The United Nations there, that's 39 floors tall. The World's Fair was there in 1939. That United Nations building that's 39 floors tall, in the 39th week of the year is when they have their big meeting there from world leaders. Not an accident. Huge number in New York. That's why you can count on it for the scripted sports. George Clinton, both names that are 39. So, anyway, 39, the number in New York. A day after the Knicks keep the Rockets on 39 wins. Spike Lee's bitching. Notice the Knicks. This was their 61st game. They became 1942 by beating the Rockets. The 61st game. New York Knicks is 61 in the most pure cipher. March 2nd in non-leap years is the 61st day of the year. Notice New York Knicks is also 74 in reverse. They kept the Rockets on 74 wins in the regular season. And from the game to the Boule's upcoming birthday, May 15th this year, is 74 days later. From the interview, March 3rd, to the Boule's upcoming birthday, is 73 days. From the interview to May 15th, the Boule's birthday, 73 days. So again, Spike Lee, 62, the ritual on the 62nd day of the year. He goes on TV 17 days from his own birthday, 73 days from the Boule's birthday, and he says he's not going to Knicks games anymore after 28 years of supporting the team. And I'm sure Spike Lee's relieved that he doesn't have to attend on the sideline anymore. Because, again, these people are puppets on strings. Spike Lee's probably been wishing he didn't have to show up courtside for a lot of years. The Knicks have been god-awful for, I don't know. When was the last time they were good? When they had Allen Houston? When was that? The late 90s? So, anyway, Gematria, the code to see through the rituals. You know, the code is a lot more important than just seeing through the script of Spike Lee, but realize the code's used the same way, from scripting elections to rigging the games to a story like this that'll come and go with the next news cycle. But just realize it's all masonry. Masonry's based in Kabbalah. Kabbalah states God created the world with letters, numbers, and words, and that's why they operate by this code. So, this was the 155th total game, including the playoffs. Again, the Boule's birthday is 15/5. I think there's something to that. Keeping the Rockets on 74, Masonic 74, New York Knicks 74. All right, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. And just one more announcement before I wrap it up. If you go to my page and, well, it's loading slow. If you go to my page, you go to your channel, you go to community. So for me, it's not, if you go to Gematria FX Sports and then you click the, just the Gematria FX Sports, you'll see these different tabs. If you go to community, I just linked the live stream I did today that a lot of you appreciated that was sure to get struck. I took it down before YouTube gave me the strike so that I'm not suspended for a week so I can continue to post videos. A lot of people called me up today and they said, Zach, you got to take that video down. You know it's going to get struck. They might leave it up for a day or another hour. You better take it down. Otherwise, you're not going to be posting. At first, I was telling people I was just going to leave it up and let it get the strike just to prove that the censorship's a problem. But I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Rather than start another channel we'll prolong it. So I did delete the video and I put it on BitChute. So if you missed that video and you want to see it, it's right here. Right here. So it's not gone, it's just not on YouTube. And it wasn't going to last on YouTube much longer anyway. We all know that. It's amazing it lasted as long as it did, which was like 5 hours. So anyway, leave it there, Truth Seeker. Until next time.